Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. It is Sunday. It is daylight savings time. So, I'm not sure if you set your clocks right, but we lost an hour last night, but we gained a friend. Um, this is Love Morning. I am John Halcyon Stin. This is a practice of sharing gratitude and connection and setting the sails of our day in the direction of the person that we want to be. Really practicing the idea of living in purpose is not about what you do, it's about being someone, being a version of yourself. And so the practice of your day, your to-do list is less about what do I got to do today and more who do I want to be today. And then whatever happens during the day, you will feel it's like a good day. Day well spent. I've been a little challenged lately, recognizing that I have not been spending my days fully as the person that I want to be. I had a really beautiful conversation last night with a bunch of conversations last night with Lisa, but one of them was she challenged me and pointed out something that I was very aware of, but she was pointing out that I was retreating to scrolling and television often in tough times. And the truth is, that's not the person I want to be. You know, if I set my sails in the day and go, today I want to be someone who, binges a TV show for hours. Now, it isn't to say that I beat myself up, but if I maybe start the day and go, today I'm going to be aware of and monitor and have more stillness in my life versus distraction. So then today, as I get the instinct to scroll or watch reels or TikToks or Netflix or Hulu or HBO Max, then maybe I will pause and go, you know what? I'm gonna try to sit with the stillness a little longer than going straight to the reactively going to the thing that is not the person that I want to be, which I don't think about all day unless I set the intention in the morning during Love Morning. So thank you for that. Good morning, everyone. Let me give you a little, I think I got 2 cameras working today. Let's see if I can show you another view of where we're at. Did that work? Yay. Welcome to Solana Beach. Good morning, Razor Blade. Good morning. Good morning, Gracie. And good morning, Angela. Angela saying, you went back pink. I love it. Today, I'm grateful for my mind and aptitude in persevering towards a doctorate. Yes, 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 yes. Bravo. Good morning, Gerbot. Hello to you. Hello, hello. Good morning, Painting. I don't know if you're messing with me. I know that you would let me know if the mic didn't sound okay. I don't know if it's too big. I don't build these things. I just put them throat deep in my mouth and hope that I don't get censored. It is a little phallic. I mean, I'm not going to say I have this kind of girth, but I aspire to have this kind of girth. But the ocean is quite loud right now, so hopefully the mic is allowing you to hear me. Good morning, Natasha. Today is a skating party, but I'm grateful my kiddo has friends she wants to celebrate. What a good attitude. Yay. Angela pointing out that, You may be doom scrolling while researching for your own offerings. Everything can be overdone. Totally. I usually am not doom scrolling, although I can fall into that, but I just get, there's so many little blips of entertainment now. I mean, the whole like reels and TikTok bite-sized little clips, and sometimes it's like clips from movies that I love, and I'll watch it again, and it's just or little comedy things. And I mean, there's a lot of great stuff. I found myself over the last couple of days referencing a bunch of things that I have seen online that have come up. Like, I mean, I guess it's not, I think about it. How important was it? Like, one of the things that I referenced yesterday was border disputes between neighbors. I have a friend who's having some issues with one of his neighbors being difficult. And I'd recently watched two kind of feuds that were, people were documenting the feuds with their neighbors and things that they were doing. And it was interesting and relevant. Now, also a little kind of salacious, a little like, part of the reason why I enjoy watching it, it's not the best of people sometimes. It's sometimes kind of people trying to get back at a mean neighbor. And then another thing that I was watching, I was watching like wonderful acceptance speeches from award shows in the past, since now I think we're close to Oscar season. Wait, is that today? Yay, go Oscars. But I do like a very clever award presentation, and I love a really heartfelt, clever acceptance speech. So that isn't exactly doom scrolling, but it is distraction. It is not forward progress on the things that I've decided that I want to do, and it's not in the direction of the person I want to be. If I set my plan for the day during Love Morning, I mean, maybe I can be real specific and say I want to, monitor my entertainment and keep it under an hour a day of viewing or listening that is not uplifting or educational. Because that's one thing that there are times in my life when I'm listening to a lot of lectures or watching things that I feel like are tools, like a lecture by Michael Singer. But I've not been listening to that. I listen to or I could find a podcast that's teaches you something, or a YouTube that teaches you something, which I'm resistant to. So, long answer to say, I'm working on it, and I'm going to try to use this practice to remind myself. Good morning, Matthew. Good morning, Jennifer. Gracie is grateful for the Book of Psalms today. It spoke so much to me this morning. Nice. Natasha is also grateful for my neighbors who watched my kid and dogs while I was away and also brought me banana bread last night. It truly takes a village that makes banana bread. I want to live in that village. That's such a cool, what a cool thing to have neighbors that do that. The thing that I was dealing with a friend who's kind of has this conflict with some neighbors, and really it came down to, he had a party. It was like his second year in a row having a yearly party. And 2 years ago, he talked to all the neighbors. And the second year, he talked to some of the neighbors. And one of the neighbors that he didn't talk to the second year got irked that someone parked in a way that made it harder for them to leave their garage. They weren't blocked. It was nothing illegal, but they just were irked. And really, it was that they were irked that they weren't considered. They didn't feel like they were, considered. And that mistake of not spending time to be a good neighbor ended up being a very costly one, as the neighbor reported my friend to local authorities and said that they're illegally running a business that they're not. Had to do a bunch of work to get it back. Whereas simply dropping a note on their front door saying, "Hey, we're having a gathering this weekend. Here's my number. Let me know if you have any questions. I really want to be a good neighbor, so make sure you let me know if anything's bothering you." That making a copy of that letter times 10 and dropping it on the doorsteps of all the neighbors would have gone a long way. Angela saying, are we creating an ADHD society? How many folks were or would not have been ADHD had it not been for our current mode of quick and constant entertainment? Well, I'm not qualified to speak to ADHD as, a brain diagnosis. Although I do feel like there's a good chance that I have aspects of that based on how I've tested in certain ways. But absolutely, we are trained with our attention spans. I mean, it's the dopamine addiction, the dependency on rapid new stimulus. I mean, you can just watch like a movie that came out 20 years ago and a movie that comes out now, and just like the way they're edited. It's really, I mean, yeah, and just the whole phenomenon of what is the most popular thing right now is 10 to 30 second videos, one after another. I had a really interesting. I've been going through a process of trying to figure out what do I want to be putting my energy on. Do I want to catch up to what people are doing right now? Do I want to take the things that I make and convert them into 15-second clips, or specifically try to create short clips? And I've been doing some of them. I've seen some of the things that I've done lately. I did that cricket animation and a few other clips, and it takes a lot of time. And they're I think they're entertaining. But it takes a lot of energy. And I think I watched this Seth Godin clip saying, basically, you are being trained by Facebook and Instagram to make content that makes people use their site more. You think you're using it to promote your business, but they're using you to promote their business. And it hit me hard because, for the longest time, I like long form talking, more of a podcast style talking, and videos like my YouTube, it's longer. And I do feel like I could tighten it up and take clips from those things. But when I sit with a archive and I try to put it into 15-second clips, there's something that I feel like I'm chasing something that doesn't feel authentic. So to give you an example, a woman wrote me and she goes, 10 years ago, you did a video talking about heaven and hell are places on earth. Any chance you can show me where that video is? And I'm like, I started to write no. I'm like, well, let me just search my YouTube. And I found it pretty quickly. And I watched it and I really liked it. And so I took the old archive and I made it into like a vertical clip. And I edited it down and I got it down to about 2 minutes. And then like, okay, now I need to clip it and get it to 30 seconds or less. And I was like, no, you know what? I don't want to do that. I think a 2-minute clip is a much better way for me to communicate. The thing, like, to give myself some breath, to build to explain something. So I'm going to leave it as a 2-minute clip. And if the audience out there can't handle something that long, fine. But I'm going to trust that people over time will start to trust me to give them 2-minute clips or 3-minute clips. Because clearly it's just like people do listen to podcasts. It's not like people are incapable of listening to longer things. But that was my big dilemma recently of like how much do I chase and force my ideas and thoughts into the format that is the most successful right now versus how much do I make what I want and just have faith that somebody else I will find the people that resonate with it. That was a long explanation, but Gracie says, I was viewing Poor Things last night. Lots of crazy sex. Poor Things, I was surprised about how sexual that movie was. Really, like, whoa. But really good. I saw my folks and told them I don't think they would like it. Partially because my dad said he did not like Everything All at Once. I'm like, if you don't like absurdist wackiness, I don't think you're going to like Poor Things. Is that what it's called? Poor Things? You must. Good morning, Chris. Chris is grateful to get out among the living at a hip bar in Chicago for a fetish book signing and see some old friends. Nice. And Tasha says the neighbor used her bananas that would have gone bad. That's poetry right there. Good morning, Joyce. Joyce is grateful for this new moon and dreams that come true and spot-on surprise tarot reading last night that makes me feel alive, seen, and on the right track. Woo-hoo! Angela's saying that the visuals are almost distracting in newer style action movie and actions. I agree. Like I was just talking about this with my family and with Lisa a couple nights ago that I would like to get edits of like sci-fi movies and action movies, maybe like a 30-minute version of it. That's just the plot, just the dialogue. I don't want the chase scenes. I don't want the battle scenes. I'm so over chase and battle and tension. Dun, 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 dun. Like just imply now there's a chase and then take me to the next scene. I'm bored with that. Great morning, Jason. Natasha says, as someone with ADHD, I'm going to say you have it too, John. Angela asking, where's the cricket animation? If you go to my Instagram, it was sometime last week. My Instagram is Halcyon Pink. Angela's saying there's an AI for that making clips of long form videos. Totally. And I've been using that. It's not, I mean, it does its best, but it's kind of like having an intern do it. And then you're like, okay, that's pretty good, but I don't think you're really understanding the point of this comment. Like, let's take this. So I was using it for a while. And I still might. In fact, some of the videos that I've posted over the last couple weeks, I have been using a tool called Opus that takes, this show and will find, 10 clips in it that AI says, these are good viral clips. And then it puts captions on it. And you can edit it afterwards. And I end up spending quite a bit of time editing it afterwards and picking, starting it in a different place and taking out parts of it. But it's encouraging. I'm sure it's going to get better and better. Natasha says, I despise the TikTok stuff, the short form. It would make me so unproductive with the way my brain works. Oh, well, those are two different things, despising and being unproductive. Because it definitely makes me unproductive, but I love it. Thanks, Gerbot. You're welcome, Jennifer. Good morning, Brenda. We are looking at Solana Beach right now, which has been newly beachified. They just finished a project of, they had, like, up until a week ago, there was all this floating machinery out there and a pipe that they were pumping sand onto the beach. So the beach is now like 10 feet higher than it was a month ago, 2 months ago. And they just pumped full of sand. And it was all this piping and construction work. And it's now just a big old beach. So I may have to go for a walk down there. Gerbot is grateful for the opportunity to get outside yesterday to enjoy the beautiful spring weather. This is really, I don't mean to call favorites, but this is the best time of year. Spring is the best. Gracie says, I need Lisa to dance and sing a Lisa and Cult Jam song. My Lisa's actually not here right now. She's actually, she's leading a Zoom for another group right now. So actually I'd like to join her and see her. She's singing in a Zoom elsewhere. Good morning, Nika. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're enjoying the view. It sounds like the microphone is not picking up too much of the ocean sound, but it is quite loud, I assure you. All right. Will anyone else want to share any more gratitude real quick before we have a hug? I am grateful for some really connecting, deep conversations with Lisa yesterday. Really, really significant, helpful things. I've been really trying to dig in and think about what I want to be doing next, and trying to like not get caught up in that. Okay, everybody wants reels, so I need to start making reels. And really asking the question of like, how can I be of service? How can I be of service? And a big answer that comes to me when I sit with it is in your partnership. Really dedicate yourself to being a good partner. And then there's some other creative work that that I'm feeling into and seeing what's next. But really grateful for the support and inspiration from the conversations that I have been having with Lisa. Good morning, Mark. All right, beautiful people, wherever you are, give yourself a big old squeeze. Appreciate this body you're in. Appreciate this moment, this day, the opportunities ahead of us. Forgiveness for ourselves, forgiveness for others, recognizing we're all doing the best we can with what we got. Maybe just shifting our mindset a little bit towards a version of ourselves that we will be proud of at the end of the day. Not so much of what we do, but just the attitude, the mindset of a kind person, a patient person, one who listens, one who notices if there's a way that we can be of service to someone else by a tiny gesture or attention. Little ways that we can give ourselves gold stars and feel good at the end of the day. And let's appreciate one another in this moment as we take a deep breath in. Squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you beautiful ambassadors of love. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me start this day filled with connection and love. Thank you. I feel it. I feel it. Have a beautiful Sunday. We got robbed of an hour last night, so this day is even more precious. That was a little judgmental. I didn't mean to attack the lords of the calendar or whoever decides these things. Happy Sunday. I love you.